Hey, welcome straight back into it, guys. The dads of PUBG are back at it again, and we're here for good reason. We got some fresh action to show you. One of the teams have set themselves apart so far, it seems here, but there's still chance to be caught up from behind if 2 and 3 perform out of their minds.
Absolutely. Mathematically, it's possible to challenge Kinguin right now, but in practice, it's another story. They've been performing insane this tournament with so many top threes and 2 wins.
Two wins tonight.
Yeah. Did they get the?
I think they only have one.
No, I think first game, and then they got a win.
Possible, yeah.
The last game they got second place.
Yeah,
Actually,
they did.
second place. My bad.
Yeah, after dropping.
Yeah.
But still, that shows you the consistency of being in the top 5 game after game after game, which is something that Kinguin have achieved so far. But still, it's not going to be over yet, of course. There's still time and score for teams to catch up behind them. Now, what's going to be happening with this particular team, because we are following the story of the team with most points, I suppose, at this point, they're going to play a passive game. For what we're going to be starting to see is them just trying to get themselves in good placements. Talking about placements, let's have a look at the points for the previous match. So, AAA, no surprise, getting in the first spot there with 9 only frags, 255, just 30 behind them.
Yeah, that's was really well played. Really well played.
Yeah.
In my opinion, we saw some sick grenades there as well in the end from Ibiza.
Yeah.
Just knocking one out instantly, throwing another grenade, getting his teammate. Insane plays there, but he didn't quite win the duel versus a AAA there in the end, and neither did his teammates. So they ended up falling second place there, but still very well played from them.
Absolutely. Really, really decent stuff. Simmons was saying, why are we allowing Gabi to actually have rifles into the game? We shouldn't. He's way too good for this. Team Kinguin, as you see right now, this is the current standing after 5 matches that were played tonight, and we're going to have 2 more, of course, one coming up straight up. But after these 5 matches, Team Kinguin have breached into double digits, which isn't something that we normally see on a general line of GLL. If you remember, Bravo Gaming came close with 900-something points one night, and then they just backed out knowing that they're going to be in the grand finals. And that was the highest point we had. This is a new record.
Yeah,
what they've
and
achieved.
this is after game 5, 1,016 points. 331 of those points are from kills. Insane amount.
That's crazy. Like, who has that? No other team actually has achieved that insane amount of kills. That comes to show that, Kinguin is a team that is not going to be afraid to actually get into fights. They're definitely going to be clearing that angles. When they go into a circle, they do a smart thing like Ghost Gaming do, actually. Ghost Gaming don't go for such a passive. We were talking about this earlier 2 games or 3 games before. They go to aggressive defense. Sorry, not passive aggressiveness. That's something completely different. Their defense towards going inside of a smaller circle as we start the late game, as we call it, is to first check their angles, and they will be taking all the fights to the teams that are to their left and to their right, because otherwise they're going to get clamped in by 2 teams. So they want to avoid that crossfire, which is another thing that we saw from Kinguin early on, just before Larson died. They were taking fights left and right just to be sure that when they go into the next fight, they're not going to get challenged.
Yeah, they're not afraid of challenging any team at all. They want everyone to back off, and if not, they're gonna get a kill,
Absolutely. So there you go. Smart plays are rewarded, but smart plays alone won't get you too far. You got to really back it up with those really, really spicy frags, and spicy frags afoot as well. We do have 2 more matches, as we said before, and until those matches start, let's just say thank you to everybody that's watching at home. Thank you so much for supporting us and coming in tonight and being part of this massive spectacle that is GLL, and expect some really nice things for Season 1. I've heard a few things. I'm not going to say them right now. I don't know who is. Maybe perhaps in the last game you're going to have some information about the first season. But yeah, it's going to be quite a ride. Quite a ride.
Yeah, looking good so far.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be quite fantastic. So there you go. That's out of the way. Prizes, we'll talk about the prizes because they're, pretty much in front of us. We got
these are not the ones. I think they said these are not the actual prizes. These are just how they're gonna look like.
Yeah.
But they're gonna make proper one in metal as prizes.
How do you always get attracted to the bronze one?
I don't know. I was sitting there before, and now I'm sitting here.
Happened. Yeah.
I'm just drawn to this beautiful color.
Yeah, that's it. Well, you said it. I think three shows ago that you would more like a bronze one because you like the color.
Because I have the bronze pan.
Exactly, yeah. Because it matches that one, right?
Yeah.
So there she goes. We're not going to give these away to Forsen or I. Of course, they're going to go to the
Not
winners.
this season, at least.
Not this season, at least. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, actually, good point. Maybe
Mhm.
for the next one, indeed. They're going to go to the winners alongside of assorted in-game items, one for each of the member from the winning teams. All right, let's get straight into the meat of things because the plane is indeed in the sky, and we're watching a very decent trajectory. It's a fair split, allowing most of the map to be covered, with the exception of Primorsk. I'm wondering here what Halvor are going to be doing.
Yeah, Havo might go for that crossroad, and it seems like they're heading for that direction right now. The crossroad has a lot of vehicle spawns, and they can easily get from there to Primorsk if they want to, but they might decide to loot some compounds just south of that crossroad instead. They are pretty okay as well.
True. And with those vehicles, they also have the safe entrance into the white, whether or not it's going to be outside of their reach. Well, we're about to find out. But until we get there, standard kind of drops for pretty much everybody. AAA, again, going to their spot. FaZe taking their spot as well. But Staff is
Yeah, for the first
somehow
time though,
close to them.
we see that Team Random is actually taking off over a small Milta Power here
Mhm.
from FaZe, and FaZe is forced to back off. So Team Random actually wanting to challenge FaZe there, forcing them to the smaller compound at
This
the
is
south.
not often. This is not often that
No.
this happens, actually. And look at Jempty actually making his way from the south of Miltapar towards Staff. Staff is going to be looted. Staff is going to have at least one weapon to work with here. And I think that Jempty and Fuzzface aren't going to be that good for wear once they come out of Staff's jaws. Let's see what's
Yeah.
going to happen here. We're going to go straight above him now. And we're about to find out what
Oh,
will
he
happen.
doesn't
to this-
see.
They do have guns. It's going to be Jempty that actually takes some shots. There's Staff Half-Life on him, but he does have a rifle on his back that we can see right now. Jempty already on the flank. Fuzzface moving in from a different perspective. Staff might not actually expect this one. And Fuzzface, well, he's going to have an easy kill here.
He gets him.
The
That's
knockout.
the end. He should be dropping his weapons here and crawling away. There's no way he's getting rest here. He might as well just hide the loot he has as
Hide the
well
evidence.
as he could. And I think that's what he's doing right now, right? He's dropping
let's
his
see,
helmet. He's dropping.
Well, it does look like he's leaving a trail there.
Or did he not just have a well?
Hansel or Gretel?
Yeah.
Which one do you think he is?
I don't know.
He's
Greta,
leaving-
maybe.
He's leaving a trail of crumbs, perhaps for his teammates to find him. Anyway, the circle does reveal itself. Havo's still going to be on the foot towards Primorsk there, but it's not going to be containing them instead. Northwest type of circle actually containing Jarky, and I'm a happy man.
Yeah, this is the first time I think we've seen this kind of circle
Yep.
today, and I don't know. People are not very used to playing that side of the map very often. It doesn't end there, but it does have a lot of amazing ridges in the middle area.
Oh yeah,
So
and the northern side as well.
yeah, the only place that is kind of sketchy is the farm place on the west side, the open field.
Oh yeah. Between George and
Uh-huh.
Jarky. Yes, indeed. That is indeed scary. But it does have more divots than, let's say, the open fields in Gatka.
Mhm.
So you can at least use those divots to cover. You can use your cars to block off enemies coming in from your left and right. So there's at least that.
Yeah, right now Liquid Ollie is securing one of the best compounds to have here that just blocks two bridges.
Yeah.
Fairly good. So he's awaiting his teammates to come and join him. I think FlyQuest Comet wanted that compound too, but he was a little bit too late there.
Yeah, late to the party there, and Ollie's got to be taking some shots here. Comet definitely disappearing. By the way, guys, where Comet is going right now, that's definitely the safest way to travel if and when you want to go somewhere around the George Apple area. You don't want to go on the main road because of Ollie, basically.
Mhm.
There can be a lot of Ollies in the game, wherever you're playing. Even on casual, that can happen often. Kinguin, in the meantime, not going to be challenged on the south of Georgia Bowl. We might have thought that, maybe one team wants to play hero here and dethrone Kinguin from their insanely good placement.
Yeah.
Not going to be the case here. Trick Shooter is going to be going towards the hospital area, but then again, that's where MDs normally go.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, Kinguin doesn't have to move at all for the longest time in this game, and they're gonna be having a lot of loot. Probably like almost the whole team is gonna have full level 3 at the end of this.
You think?
It is very possible with this whole town to themselves,
Yeah,
and
true.
then the west side of it too. That has a lot of loot. Not maybe everyone, but at least 3 out of 4, I would say, is going to have level 3 helmets here.
Oh, helmets, yeah, definitely. I think they're going to be finding some juicy stuff in there. At least the front and back sixes are going to give them really, really nice stuff. You can see B's on the back six as well.
Yeah.
Not challenged at the moment. They have a vehicle to work with here as well. Gaxi brought in the Dacia and a glass of vodka. No problem at all.
Ooh.
Larson as well is going to be getting his hands on a powerful weapon. Let's talk a little about the power of the M249.
It is one of the better weapons in squads. It blows up a vehicle almost instantly,
Yeah.
especially with the help of your teammates firing too. It is accurate at longer distance too. Not a lot of people know this, but you can easily put a 4x scope on that weapon and just perform mid to semi-long range. And it's just overall really good weapon.
Absolutely. And it's actually fun to see the fact that Larson actually went for that drop, which is a bit of a risky move in competitive play. You only do that if you really need it. Kinguin actually had the whole of South George, and they still went for that drop. So that shows you what kind of a spirit of a warrior these guys have. They're not messing around.
Yeah, they're confident right now being in the lead
statement,
for so many points. So Liquid Ollie here is gonna have to, what is he? His boxing showing
his boxing skills. Does he even have? Yes, he does have an M16. He's going to be taking shots at Kinguin right about now. That's a dangerous bridge to cross.
Oh no, they're crashing into each other.
And they somehow connect with that motorbike and Dacia. It becomes one 6-wheel vehicle, but no shots actually connect. So it's going to be a safe cross for all the boys in Kinguin.
Oh, he's trying to make a frag move here.
Yeah, just 1 HP dink down. Nothing too bad. All things considered, they got out really well from that.
Absolutely, and he decides to move towards the Harry Potter Tower instead. Maybe he's too afraid of people crashing that compound and losing a 1 versus 4, which is very likely. So he just decides to camp there. I don't know exactly where the rest of his teammates are right now.
Looks like they're taking their
they're still
normal
looting.
spot.
They're still looting.
They're taking their normal spot around the J's, as we call them, the Liquid buildings at this moment in time. And Raw Shock, which is a standard place for Liquid actually to go. Another team that will be crossing over the bridge there, but on the other side, there's 3 bridges into George and 2 of them right next to the city. Envious, but they're not going to be challenged by Larson. And the reason being is because Larson is alone. He doesn't have the support of his teammates. So as soon as he fires, he has that chance that the enemy team will stop. And if they do, he most likely will end up dead. But at least he can relay the information that there's a team approaching them. And well, the rest of Kinguin already know that they can hear the buzzing of Comet.
This is the second time FlyQuest Comet is a little bit late to a compound.
Oh,
and this time, he's getting his wheels blown off. So
yeah, they got blown out for sure, indeed. He's going to have to make it on foot now.
I thought he would take more damage there.
I'm not too sure what's happening here. He's actually trying to run away, but not straight away. And Ibiza is already on the hunt. Look at Ibiza actually going for the chase, man. This guy smelt blood, and he wants a taste of it.
Oh, he's
he's going to be spotting Comet as well, taking shots at him, and it's a straight and pure knockout. Holy smokes, that took under 1 second.
Tap. Yeah, that was insane aim from Ibiza.
Wow. And that's going to be the first frag of this round.
This guy is ridiculous. His mechanical skills are just way past most people playing at a competitive level.
And you see that every day on his stream as well. Like, he puts out he has the same output of frags every time.
He might be the European Shroud. He might even be better.
That's what people call him.
Yeah.
That's literally what people call him, the EU Shroud. And I think they should call Shroud the NA Ibiza.
The NA Ibiza, yeah. The tables have turned.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the guy is absolutely insane. There's another boogie into the water. No, it's not me. It's a 4-wheel vehicle there that is not actually with 4 wheels, but it does slip in there. Dizzy's going to have to go by foot. He does have the support of his teammates, so they're going to be picking him up. In the meantime, though, Mini Fridge spots Spider and takes one down. Little Spider down the water pipe.
Almost, he gets some shots into fast face, but not quite enough. So he's going to go finish off Spider here.
Yeah. Is he going to be
execution?
Okay, I thought it was going to be a punch. Yeah, almost. Mini Fridge is not going to be that guy. He's going to use his AK ammo to finish off his teammate, his enemy. That's a respectful way to go. And yeah, that's decent loot for them, I suppose, at this point in time. And here comes team close to the FaZe. Actually know that there's a team at that compound, so they're going to be avoiding that one, kind of. But the team behind them, I don't think they are.
Asimud Lobby is clashing in here. And they're gonna be rotating on the east side of this fighting happening. They don't want to get involved with that. The Moldman taking damage. Oh, there are 3 people in one car. 2 wheels are gone at the moment, and they're drifting the wrong way.
They're making it work, and they're making it look beautiful at that. Who needs wheels when you can actually go for a Tokyo?
Awesome.
Nice one. That was pretty skillful, actually. Yeah, that was pretty neat. They're going to be stopping resin, using up their meds. No problem whatsoever. That would look cool, man.
Yeah.
They made it work, actually. There you go. Team taking super shots right now at Asmod Lobby. It's going to be working out just fine. Iggy is the first one to fall. And that's not a go down for them. They need all the points in the world, and they're not getting them right now. It's a good day
for Ronin Esports.
Indeed. That frag is going to really, really ensure that he can push this one through. Andrea's still going to be there, so he can pose a bit of a threat. And now taking shots as well, it's going to give away his position. So Mini Freeze is actually going to be going out in the open, trying to go for a tree, but he's getting dinked down to bits. His teammates cannot really offer any kind of support because they don't see Andrea. Andrea has to go for the... Or sorry.
He gets knocked, and he's not going to be able to get rest here because the blue is coming in.
Mini Fridge.
I think he makes it. I think he makes it.
It's the first circle he has to. Yeah, he will. Yeah, Andrea's going to lose this fight, and I do believe that Osmo Lobby might just be better off getting out of here. Oh, but that boogie
doesn't have any wheels, right?
Not anymore.
No.
They just got popped off. Panda Hacks, poor guy. He's going to have to use his first aid kits and try and make it out by foot while his teammate puts the other vehicle in a safer position. Panda will group up with him, and they're going to try their best to stay as a two-member team. They had an unfortunate moment on the last game here. Still fighting through, still playing through, so you got to give him respect for that.
Yeah, I wonder if he has enough meds to make it out of this right now, because they don't have a vehicle.
Yeah,
and they're gonna have to find one right now or die.
They do have a bike.
They have a bike?
Yeah.
Okay, then they should be good.
Yeah, they should be alright. Now, Theater of Mayhem, fantastic to be more specific, taking some shots at AAA. Not going to be connecting too much. He's not in a great spot to actually ding down their enemies. And AAA are setting themselves up for a good position. But I think they might be going somewhere close to where Kingwin are, because that's a very powerful compound. And they might be thinking that the way to that compound could be open, which would be a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, they're right now, they're trying to find somewhere safe on the map. And I think that the 4 compound is a very good choice. It's one of the strongest one inside of the circle. That's on the way to Severny, but they have to assume that it's taken by now.
Yep, they do indeed. James comes in with the trike. Teammates follow suit. He's sent in as a scout. He's got some level 3 good stuff on him.
He's a double barrel.
There you go. Which can be very powerful actually end game. It's an absolute beast when you get close range with it. We've seen that yesterday actually from one of the NIP members actually getting taken out in the military base from one. Oh, look at where they're going!
Oh, wow, he gets run over.
Sun Dutch is going to have a mark on his face from the tires of a Dacia. Frost replies with a good frag of his own there. It's going to be a hard time for Sun Touch and his own team. From Penta though, 2 guys almost fall. One of them is going to get rezzed, and one of them is going to use his heals. So actually, yeah, they're going to go for the Res of Ultra. That's a hard time for Dignitas.
Yeah, Liquid's getting out of there, not being able to perform. Once they enter that house, it's very hard to get any shots in from the Team Dignitas player. Liquids.
Yeah, almost dying themselves. So they're going to have to give up.
But yeah, we've seen it before. You know, Penta always ready to breach every compound anytime.
Absolutely.
That's why he picked the double barrel shotgun, because they love breaching compounds, and it's so powerful going into a house with a double barrel. You will win every fight versus an AR if you hit a one shot.
Absolutely. If you hit all the 9 pellets, we're talking about this actually before the games, as an absolute monster. Now, let's see how Phaser doing. No, Liquid are doing. They're going to be grouped up at the same compound that Ollie tried to keep as safe, and it's a good place to be in. They had a bit of a rough start. They had their UAZ popped, but they made it look good, and now they've reached a space that will allow them a very, very good defense. Spreading out on the outside. Here's the thing. A lot of teams are actually choosing to play now on the outside, because being in, you can get naded up to bits. You can get surprised by different angles. Why do you think, what's the other reason from your pro perspective? What are the other reasons? Why do team actually play outside the compounds?
Like the most important factor is whether or not the fence is one of these fences, destructible or indestructible, right? You cannot play outside as much when the fences are indestructible or destructible. Yeah. But in that compound, they are
indestructible. Yeah.
They're indestructible. So it's easier to play, and even if you get down, you can get finished off, right? But here you cannot really play it, and you're playing inside. There's one guy under Ibiza right now, and
he's taking out Gaxi.
Yeah, he's just holding the stairs right now, and the other teammates are just looking around for him, but this is not looking good for him, being alone from Theater of Mayhem.
Yeah, fantastic here. The leader of Theater of Mayhem will try to make his best from standing here. He's got a motorbike to try and make a quick escape, but it's actually facing the opposite side. Ibiza on the fast foot outside.
They don't actually know where he is exactly. They just know that he's there somewhere.
He's hidden inside of a very, very safe cranny, inside of a very safe nook. Let's see if you can actually pull off some sort of magic in here, because the boys from Kingun are about to breach inside. They're entering the house. Ibiza wants to check every single angle, and he does. Peek in comes through. They still have no idea where Katasik is playing from. He's going to be playing peekaboo, but the game is up.
He gets fun.
Yeah, spots his head. That's it.
I'm very surprised though that he decided to move in before his teammates were even like
Scouts.
super close enough to save him if he gets traded, you know. So he has some confidence.
Oh, it beats him.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, absolutely. The guy doesn't really care too much about anything. And they will have themselves the best compound currently in the next white. But somewhere else on the map, there's a fight going on.
Yeah, right now, Havuki getting knocked out from Ronin Esports Dizzy.
By Dizzy, yeah, indeed. Well, Reaper of Points, that tells you that it's Team Quick Mass. And, well, they're going to make a run for it. I'm not too sure.
Some random grenades coming in while running off, just to make sure.
Nuki's close to me, get the res, but look at the position of Micro.
Yeah.
What is he doing there?
He's holding tight right now, and he's about to... oh, he gets knocked out. He had the first encounter, the vision, but they get taken out now, and team still has 3 remaining players.
Yeah.
4, actually.
Yeah, but MicroStar, he's going to be quite close. Team Hooligans, this is the representative for Team Hooligans indeed. And they have no idea where he is. Bullets are flying all above his head.
Yeah.
And he's in a safe spot right now because...
They will be able to spot his legs, though, I think, once they move closer, because they're not in the bush.
But they have vehicles, so they're going to be moving fast.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be his saving grace.
Unless they run him over. It's a possibility.
Unless they
a random run over.
You just want to see...
Yeah.
Some people want to watch the world burn.
I do.
Yeah, there you go, one of them. Can't blame you for it. It makes for good entertainment. Now, Nero, if you will, how would you see this this next circle go if it goes somewhere on the north side, on the northeast side, and there's going to be such a lot of commotion in it? There's a lot of open areas where teams can get dinked down. Even worse, if it goes towards the ruin area, that makes it even harder for the cross because you don't have that many places to cross. You're going to have to go for the river. Some of the teams are going to have to do that. So, in the water, tell me, would you rather be the first one on the other side, or would you rather swim around?
You never want to swim. Swimming is like a last resort for almost every team, you know.
What?
Oh, he's actually gonna...
No way! He didn't see him.
What? Wait.
He's going way past him. He had absolutely no idea what was going on, and MicroStar comes out with the frag.
I don't understand. Why did he jump out in the first place?
I love it.
I was 100% sure he saw him, and that's why he jumped up, but he just ran right over him.
He just jumped out of a moving car and then just went past him.
No, that was a misclick that cost him his life, and that's going to be very nice for MicroStar because he's going to have a vehicle now to get out of this.
Yes, he will, and not only that, but he will have an escape route somehow. He is currently in the blue, but he doesn't really care much. He's got the loot of his fallen enemy.
No. He's thinking to himself right now, please don't show that on stream. Please don't show that on stream.
Oh my god.
We saw it, dude. We saw it.
Don't worry about it. We got you covered, bro. Okay, so there goes the circle. So it will have the split on the water.
Liquid is amazing right now at that compound. And they're going to be playing edge from now on. And with this amount of water, we're going to see a lot of teams swimming as well who come in late into the circle. They're just going to drive by everyone and hope to get into the water, most likely. While the teams that are already there are going to go for great positioning instead.
Just swim, sink your vehicle in the water would be the center, would the call of the strat here, I suppose. And there you go, Liquid already taking shots. Their enemies here. Avenger from Team Theater of Mayhem eating up them bullets. Actually, it's not him, it's his teammate that does. Avenger still grand, no problem at all. Balak actually half life there, but he's going to be getting out of his vehicle. He's going to get a chance at life. Avenger though in the front of that shack gets dinked down.
Barely.
15 HP, and Moman doesn't actually end what he started. But still, Liquid are in a very strong spot.
Yeah, that shed is at a great position right now, but... Oh, he gets knocked actually inside the shed, I think.
Oh, that is unfortunate. I'm not too sure. Yeah, Balak actually got knocked out by Siphon, so it means that there might be player close. Profi in the meantime is going to be finding Rangas Tumai. That's an extra point for them. Pride as well being taken out from Team Gambino. Not making things easier. Just going to send it. Just do it, mate. Because you have a lot of time to send whatever you want. You're not in the game anymore. You
really want to finish off all the knocked people because kill steals are a thing in this game. And they actually give a lot of points if you stack them up.
10 points per kill. And not only that, but you get those extra juicy ones. Sorry, over 11 kills, you get 10 points per kill, which is insane. K coming in with the backstab here. Scar put to good use. Hollow on top. And there goes one kill, but that's about all she wrote. No, actually, it's going to be 2 knockouts, but that's about it. Profi steps in there, so Ghost Game is going to be quite okay. They will get res, but Ibiza, well, he's startled. Again, he smells blood, and that's not a good time.
Yeah, right now we see 2 teams in the water. We have FaZe with 4 members, I believe, and Envious with 3 members. So the thing with swimming in the water, if you have 4 members, you can actually you can actually strand at the same time and deal with threat up on the beach. Usually if you go up one by one, right, if you're alone
You
in your
get
team
taken
or
one
2
by
member,
one.
you get just insta-kill by someone who's on the
Oh,
beach.
yeah.
But if you go up on the same time
They
from
can't kill
different
you.
places, you cannot actually kill all of them at the same time, and you can actually win a 4 versus 3 even if you start in the water.
That's a good point. Look at them. Look at these. Just look at them go. It's just beautiful to watch them. You know, Kingwin saw players. They do what they do best. They body them to bits.
And
there
that
goes
car
Lars.
is not gonna deal any damage to McCoy there, but it's gonna provide great cover now that it's blown up.
And mind you, this is one of the teams with the top, some of the highest scores. This is AAA that Kingwin are eliminating. So they're legitimately eliminating the ones that could potentially dethrone them right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very good fight for them.
AAA? No, AAA is...
Oh, sorry, Ghost Gaming. I
Yeah,
said
AAA is down here. Yeah.
Sorry, yep. The NA team that actually did very
So
good in this tournament.
FaZe is actually stranding right now, and they're approaching the shed here. They want this shed badly, and there's one last member of Theater of Mayhem here.
He's making noise. And that's about it.
He's not gonna get anything done there with Liquid shooting from that compound as well. They know that Liquid is there now, and they're gonna play very passively from here on out. They lost 1 member there. FaZe, who was it?
So see, Mixie Hack said he is in GMT. No, they're full squad. There's 2 players in the
Oh, there are 2
shack.
players in there. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
so they're fine. Havu lost 1, it seems. They're going to be playing as 3s. And Silenzo, I don't see him on the side. Yeah, and Silenzo's been lost from Havu game. Oh my god, look at that circle. Definitely not in the favor of the Finns.
Yeah, and this
That's
is
a
actually
dirty
quite
one.
bad for Liquid too, who has to move from this compound now over bridges and through water. FlyQuest though, on the other hand.
Oh, super happy right now. They're going to have so many teams coming up to them. 3 points, just flies, coming in the net. And the first one to actually pull around is going to be Dizzy. Flying around with his motorbike, but it's not going to be working out grand. The Vector steps in from Something's hands, and it puts him to sleep.
The bike went on going and exploded into the wall there as well.
Kraken is going to be holding on to that ridge, trying his best to stop the enemies from pushing them, but
Oh
look at
my
that dodgy
God.
side kill. This game is insane. Larson takes that frag for himself, and with 1 HP, he's actually going to he will be knocked out indeed by Blue from the compound, and there will be a res happening. But Larson,
Some insane run overs this
what?
game.
What is this game, man?
I don't know. Like, they're not planned. They just happen like this.
Are we sure? Are we sure at this point in time? Ibiza will try his
Yeah.
best to actually finish off Mini Fridge. And yeah, he's going to achieve that. No problem whatsoever, I think. Yeah, there he goes. Just a sliver of life left in him. And he's going to be dead. But that's a point that's not in his favor. No, it will be in his favor because Larson actually killed him with the car. So that's okay. They're still going to count the point for Kingwin, which is all that they need. But Kingwin now are just 2. So they're going to have to start playing it a bit more slow. Will they be able to? Because just north of them, there's going to be 2 players pushing in.
Yeah, right now Havu Gaming is starting to move, Penta is starting to move. Every team that's playing Edge, including Liquid, should also be moving right about now. And Azimuth Lobbies lost 2 members, I believe, are right outside the white circle right now, trying to find some way in. AWM.
6.
No level 3 helmet or armor though, but still, AWM.
Yeah, don't really want to miss it. Just going to be going for it.
It might be Team Random has 1 player in the water nearby, but Liquid is driving there at the moment, and I don't think they will stop for it. I think it's too risky.
Yeah, there's no reason to do it. They're just going to be using.
They're stopping by the rocks here instead.
Going to be using them as cover as well. That UAZ is going to have to be driven a bit forward there. They can have perfect cover now, but they're being dinked down from the south side. It does look like Havu Gaming is putting shots in him. Plenty of players into the water, but it doesn't really matter because that's not the ones shooting at them. Liquid have no idea where the shots are coming in from. They're taking a heck of a lot of damage there. All he's going to have to submerge, and that will do indeed. Submarine
It's
is in
AAA from the bridge compound. A very, very good compound, and they're going to stay there for a long time until they absolutely have to move. We have a lot of people in the water right now, just hoping that the next circle will do them good.
Maybe. Aren't we all?
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Circle will strangle in, and we'll see Azimuth Lobby actually not having an easy time. Lore is being spotted, and shots are coming in against him, but not most of them connect. He's got a second chance at life. Ibiza now is going to be peeking in against Azimuth, and ooh, here they go. Outside the game, Ibiza does the dirty deed with the double frag. That's a good one.
Yeah, right now. I do believe that
Oh.
the...
How?
Kinguin member went down.
Mm.
And I think Ibiza
No, Ibiza's still there.
Still the only...
Lore is still there.
Lore, okay. He's still getting rest? He's getting rest?
I think
the
so.
blue is covering it now. I'm not sure.
We'll see. We're about to find out. In the meantime, we're watching Liquid absolutely get bodied by, it seems, by Team Blank.
Yeah, Theater of Mayhem, they're getting their last player killed, and they are out as well.
That's an important frag because TOM are doing kind of good. They started doing really good towards the end of the matches here. The last 3 matches rather, they perform really well. Ghost Gaming in the water. Liquid know exactly what is up, but they can't really take the shots. Austin might get dinked here. Nope, not going to be happening. Still, the players on the outside, they're going to have to make their way inside the blue. I think Mixie might be on the outside. Oh, but look at Mikoi from the back angle there. That's a smart play. How long can Mikoi stay alive? Rest of Kinguin actually don't go for the refrag, and that's an important one, and that's because one of them is downed.
I can't believe that he didn't see him come up there. He must pay attention to every side of him when he's shooting like that. And he got backstabbed there, and he's going to die because of it in the water.
And that's 2 players now for Liquid. And they're going to hold on to that, to what they've got. They have some vehicles to work with here if they want to use them as cover as they go into the next fight, which will be indeed kind of close to them. So they're not bad, all things considered. In the meantime, though, Kinguin still trying to make their way from the north side. They can have a decent chance, but the ones that are in the south, look at how many players are in the water right now, dude. It is absolutely insane.
Yeah, and we see Kinguin setting up camp by some rocks on the north side of this river, and they are not going to go into the water at any cost unless the circle actually goes way, way, way south for the last one. But for now, they're going to hold tight. FlyQuest takes some shots onto Penta, who apparently breached the AAA. No, this is another combat actually. This is in Roshok. So they have the high ground there with the factory. Fairly good position.
Triple house, right?
Yeah.
That's a very powerful place to actually play from. And Penta are going to be quite happy with that. Frost ate up a bit of a damage, but no problem at all. He's going to be getting his boosters to do the work. Now, FlyQuest taking shots. They have no idea where they're coming in from, but they're going to discover soon that there's enemies to the compound just south of them, and they will return some fire. Ibiza tries to make it through. Now taking shots himself, and they're in a very exposed position right now. Lore and Ibiza just have to play this one slow. 29 players alive, and most of them are swimming like it's nobody's business.
Even with only 2 people remaining, Ibiza is still going ham for those kills. He smells blood. He just tried to flank every single one in this game. And, I mean, it might not be the best decision, but it's the most ballsy one at least.
Absolutely. And now the circle is kind of close to them, but where they're going is no cover. They might have to take that dodge, yeah. Both of them actually, and use them in a V, perhaps on that rock, or perhaps take the high ground. They know that there's a team in the high ground there. They've heard FlyQuest fire back, but they don't know exactly how many players are in there. Monkey, no shots connected onto him. Oh, just a leg one. That's not going to be enough to get him down. He will get cover behind the trees, and Penta in the meantime will try to respond for some shots of their own. But now they're going to be spotting themselves, so Simsy has to play this one carefully. If he stays there for too long, I don't think Laura is going to give him too many second chances.
Yeah, right now we still have some water in this very last of circles, most likely, or one of the last circles at least. And we're going to see a lot of teams still being alive after this is done, unless some insane grenades comes down.
Yep. Indeed, indeed, indeed. And most of them still into the water. Their next white still contains the water. We will have to see whether or not it's going to be on the north or south side. It looks more like a north side of the river. So we'll see how that one plays out. In the meantime, Penta, well, they've got themselves some good cover, so why not destroy the Dodger and use it as further cover as well. They have the next white, so they're safe where they are, but they also need to be careful from the top angle. There is Kinguin are taking shots at them. It's Ibiza more particularly that really puts some screws into them.
Yeah, right now Penta had a great position, but one being knocked out and one at 1 HP. This is not looking good, and this is their time to move. Once Penta has only one actual player fighting for them, they can drive here safely, semi-safely.
The car bug happens, and they notice that the rock is not theirs to take their home, so they're going to be using this tree as cover as well. No, they're actually going to go for the other rock, and they're going to be hoping that nobody comes in from the north side, but FlyQuest are heading straight from that position. In the meantime, Goes Gaming trying to do some play against Penta, I think.
Yeah, moving out of the water here is very ballsy, but it's going to pay off, I think. They're going to get some damage done. Kinguin Lore just using this airdrop as cover, throwing some grenades. Is he picking up that AWM?
I'm not too sure whether or not it will be needed considering the size of the circle, but it might actually do some good. There's something knocked out. That makes things much easier for FlyQuest, the only other team that's sharing space with Kingwin right now. And it looks like, again, these boys are set to win, but they still have a lot to do because they have to dink down every player that's in the water, and that's not an easy task.
He started shooting his own vehicle, and they finished the job. He wanted that broken and unexplodable.
Just like my X
what?
car?
X car? Okay. That makes
All right.
sense.
It does. It's a word.
Because the other one wouldn't make sense. Unexplodable.
Yeah. The other one will blow up whenever you want it. Now, we'll see the teams cross water now. 30 seconds left, and they have to make a move. But the nade comes in from Hitroy, and it's a beautiful one of that. Laura's going to be knocked out. No chance for a res from Ibiza. Ibiza ties as well from Hitroy. Jesus, 2 grenades connect, and Hitroy now is the king of the hill on the north side. But look at all these boys that wants to take his spot away.
Yeah, knocks out 2 Kingwin players with 2 grenades.
And he rests his teammate as well.
Amazing play there from Hetror, for sure, for sure. At the same time, they are kind of stuck there, and he gets knocked out there by Profi, and 1 member remaining from FlyQuest is chilling and trying to win this game by playing passively at the moment. He has the circle.
Kind of has to do that as well, exactly. And once you have the circle, you don't really need to move out. All you can hope for is that you put an end to everybody that's outside of it. Look at how many players are in the water. Look at how many players are going to try to make their way. They don't want to be the first ones in, and that's going to end up hurting them as well, because Miko from the back angle is going to be able to take a few good frags. Still boys pushing in. Liquid's going to try and make a point for himself, but he gets dinked down by the blue, and that one bites super hard. Now prone in is just going to be Liquids and Snake that are super close to this one here. 6 players left alive, and I don't think they're going to be alive for too long. There he goes. Snaker is going to fall. So Liquids now, Team Dignitas are into this one. We also have Ghost. We've got FlyQuest on the north. Nope, no more FlyQuest. Define Legit actually takes him down. So Ghost Gaming versus Dignitas. 3v1 situation. They kind of know where Liquids is.
Yeah, right now they're looking for those snakes, and they get him.
And that is it. That is it indeed. It's going to be GG for this match, which is not the last one to say the least. We got one more for you later on, but still, what a zinger. What a beautiful game, man. We had everything we ever wanted. We had car kills.
Car kills, grenade kills, beautiful grenade kills actually. Bikes exploding left and right. One of the best action movies I've seen.
There you go. And that is to say that we've seen plenty of action movies. Especially good quality ones. What?
Yeah,
no
not a lot of kills though from a lot of teams. I wonder where the kills actually went. We see a lot of teams in the top with.
Yeah, look at the top 5. Okay, so let's have a look. Ghost Gaming actually get on with 8, 11, 12 kills. All right, so Dignitas actually don't get. I don't even want to call those 4 kills. Okay, 6 for FlyQuest. Hooligans get themselves 2 kills.
Yeah,
and look at
0 kills.
Team Random.
For Team Random.
There she blows.
But that's still Team 5. Team still plays 5. So there's going to be some points, but
water's
no
powerful.
kills. Yeah.
That shows you the power of the water. And that was a beautiful matchup. We've got some highlights prepared for you in just a few moments. But until we get to touch that, new map, no water. Are you happy?
The new map? Yeah, I actually like the fact that there is limited water on that map. There's no water in the middle of the map. So once the first circle is gone, usually, most of the time, there's not going to be any water available at all for a circle to go to.
Not anymore.
So it's going to be good. They also decreased the size.
Increase the size of the circles.
Decreased. It goes faster. The second circle. The second circle is half the size of the one that is today in this tournament. So it's going to be faster paced games most likely, and positioning is going to be more valuable.
What do you think was going through Comments' head? Do you think he thought at this moment in time that he's going to be safe?
I'm more impressed by Ibiza's like instincts going to the right here when he's running here. Finding him exactly, like he could have run any direction, right?
That's a good read, right?
And he just goes to the perfect place and gets 2 taps in the head, finishes him off.
Just Ibiza things, man.
Yeah.
Just Ibiza things. Guy knows, like, he can read, like, you can suspect what's going to be happening. Talking about him, look at his entrance onto where Katasik was holding up. Ah, there she goes.
And he peeks his head just perfectly.
Well, that was easy Easy for Ibiza. That's going to be another frag for him to add to the collections of many.
Oh, and we have this one, my favorite.
This is the icing.
So what happens here? He slows down, he jumps off.
Why? What
oh,
was the idea? What did he do?
I don't know. Because he slows down before he jumps out.
Yeah.
So he wants to jump out. Maybe he thinks that this is a corpse and he wants to loot it, right?
That's it, bro. That is exactly what happened.
And then he realizes that the car is... he needs to stop the car before it goes down all the way to the hill. So he's chasing the car before looting, and then he's not actually dead. So he just goes up and kills him from behind.
That's exactly what happened, man.
I think that's what happened.
So unfortunate. I'll tell you what happened, though. Great PUBG happened. So there you go. Another moment of great PUBG is when Larson decides to plow through. Who was that he decided to... Mini Fridge. So the guy doesn't like cold very much. He's a warm person, Larson, in general. So you can only understand why he actually went for that mini fridge go. Don't we all kill the mini fridge on Saturday nights and Sunday nights?
I don't have one.
Oh,
unfortunately.
Sorry to hear that.
Streamer's life.
Yeah. Well, you gotta have a mini fridge as a streamer, right? Just next to the stream, so you can grab yourself a cold.
Yeah.
Bag of cans.
I should get it.
Bag of cans with the lads. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you so much for sticking in with us. We got one more to go, and then we're going to be showing you who gets these beautiful bongos, which you can also put on your head or knees
or hands
if they're big enough. But for me, it's actually been... I'll take a moment here to say bye-bye, because for me, this is the end of the road for the preseason of GLL. It's been a pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure and an honor. Thank you so much, GLL, for flying me over to Sweden every single week for this cast. It's really been good matches.
It's been a pleasure casting with you, man.
Absolutely, bro.
Good times.
Yeah, and we'll meet again.
Absolutely.
I'm sure of it. Well, there you go. So that's going to be it for Papa Boogie. The last match is going to be brought to you by two really, really awesome, handsome men. But for me, that's the end of the night. I'll be watching the games with you there in chat. So see you in the chat in just a few minutes.